Good morning to you. It's 8 o'clock on the start of your Friday morning. Aaron's going to be joining us for Second Cup. He's making an entrance for us. Don't forget the chair.
Yes.
Glad you're with us to start the day. I know today is Peter's favorite day. For those of you who don't know, it is March 14th, meaning that it is Pi Day 3.14.
Correct.
And every single year, I knew it. I knew it.
Peter, yeah.
Every single year on this day, Peter is the first to point it out that it is indeed March 14th.
That's awesome.
Glad you're with us to start the day. You guys are cracking me up. Remember, we are not alcoholics. You got to be cracking up about your Big Ditch Brewery comment. So it's so funny. So yeah, Big Ditch is expanding.
Is this one about you and
Lockport.
Katie 10 years ago? I know.
So 10 years ago, we went to Big Ditch on this beer tour. It was super fun. We were, I was not even 30 yet. She, I think, had just turned 30.
Oh, that's right, because you're younger.
Yeah. And prettier. No. But when we went to, this brand new brewery that no one had even really known about, Big Ditch Brewery, we were like, oh, what the heck is this place? So we stopped there, walked inside, and it was a literal office. Like, they hadn't even done much inside. Okay. So we walked into this office and they had like an igloo cooler with beer taps in it.
Oh, neat.
And so we're like, okay, we'll try this beer. Like, who the hell is this?
Yeah.
Big Ditch. Well, now 10 years later, look at them go. I mean, that place downtown is awesome.
Yeah.
Now they're expanding to Lockport. So this is really a huge deal for Niagara.
And it makes sense in Lockport, Big Ditch going up there. Right. That's awesome.
Okay. This in particular, though, is Alchemy Winery in Hamburg. And we heard from the owners within the last day or so that a bottle of wine, feasibly Prosecco.
Is that wine on tap?
Yeah, it's awesome. It's a very cool place. And you know who owns it?
She used to work here.
Yes, exactly.
So I'm like, I think she used to work here. Yes. Yeah. All right. So that's awesome.
Well, okay. So a bottle of Prosecco at this place could go up from $35 to $90 as a result of 200% tariffs that are being imposed on European wine. And so for them, it's really concerning. Sarah said, I love Alchemy. It's such a neat place. It is really cool. It's a really nice community spot in Hamburg.
Hamburg, okay.
But what, there is...
Hamburg's like your stomping grounds.
I mean...
It is.
Barbara says Alchemy is a cool place. It is. And, when you consider the community gathering, like in a space like Alchemy, it's right off the main drag.
Okay.
They've got, sometimes fitness classes there, yoga.
Oh, so they do a lot of different things.
Yeah, like they bring people in and they've got, great stuff there, food, wine. You wonder, like, how can a town survive and thrive without these small businesses? And that's what their concern is, that they might not be there in the future if these tariffs are imposed.
Yeah.
It is in the village of Hamburg. It's a great place. Correct. Thank you, Lauren. And that's a great question, Peter. Would Russ's cousin's place, the winery of Ellicottville, be affected by the tariffs? Alchemy looks cool, he says. Oh. I'm going to go out on a limb and say, you know what? I don't want to speak for them. Okay. But, they bring in some European grapes, like their German grape.
Okay.
Their Gewürztraminer. It's a white wine, I know.
Impressed.
But
I don't think I could say that word.
Gewürztraminer. Yeah. It's a good wine too. It's a nice white wine. I mean, maybe that would be something that has an import tariff on it, but I don't know. I don't know.
Good question, Peter.
I'll find out for you, Peter. Lori wondering, how many grapes does Westfield have? Couldn't tell you. Kim says, with these tariffs, I think a lot of businesses will close. Look, and here's the thing. I think it's causing a lot of confusion for people because it's like on, off, on, off, on, off. On.
There's definitely, a lot of confusion and a lot of, in a sense, it's all so many industries.
Yeah.
So even I kind of want to buy something, but I think I'm going to hold off because I just don't really know, is it going to be more expensive or less expensive in the future? So yeah, there's a lot of, and you see with the markets, they don't like uncertainty.
Seriously. And I mean, don't look at your 401k either, because that's the kiss of death. I looked the other day because, as they say, don't read the comments, but what's the first thing we do is read the comments.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at my 401k going, oh my God. My God. Like,
what if that's what got me not feeling well?
Maybe. So, that's just one of those things. I thought it was kind of interesting. So, I mean, how do we keep these businesses surviving and thriving despite these higher costs that are now being imposed on all of us?
Well, 5 years ago when the world shut down, we saw a lot of businesses that were able to kind of reinvent themselves.
Yeah.
So they keep doing that, but a lot of those costs get pushed back to the consumer.
And that's what Anita is saying. These tariffs are going to kill us regular little people. Mary Beth, good morning to you, MB.
Hey.
No Italian Pinot Grigio. No, I don't think that there is, but their wine is still delicious. Between tariffs and AI, where's our hope? Mary wants to know.
Yeah.
And then Mark says, not just with wine, but it's beer in the aluminum cans as well. So yeah, we're seeing a lot of those industries facing a lot of uncertainty.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Lori wondering, how are we supposed to survive? Great question. I know everything is so much more expensive these days. It's tough to make ends meet. Barbara says this announcement of tariffs will impact so many small businesses, having a negative effect. I will still shop local as long as I can. Yeah. And that's for the
big
best,
thing,
right?
Yeah, I try my hardest to do that.
Okay, let's talk weather today because here we are. Yeah, Lori, thank you. Exactly 70 degrees today.
How about that? We have waited so long for a day like this. Most likely, this is the nicest day so far in 2025. 70 degrees. Now, normal high 41, so about 30 degrees above normal. Shy of the record of 78 back in 1990. I know a lot of you are like, hey, that was supposed to be warm today. It will be, but it's starting chilly. We are in the 30s right now. Take some time. The sun is up. We are going to warm up nicely. We'll be warm for the weekend as well, with both parades in the mid to upper 60s. Both days will be breezy, Saturday and Sunday. And we are looking at some showers late Saturday morning into early Saturday afternoon. Could impact the parade on Saturday. And on Sunday, breezy with scattered showers and thunder showers. A lot of the models pushing the rain through the area by early afternoon. So hopefully the parade on Sunday, the rain will taper off as the parade moves along. No rain today. It's going to be a great day if you can be outside. High pressure bringing us a good deal of sunshine today. Right now, though, like I said, it is chilly out there. 32 degrees. It does look nice, but it looks cold. Winds out of the east at 6 miles.
We're looking at this shot from Skywatch 7, and I think, first of all, it's so beautiful, especially as the sun starts to rise. You get that really cool reflection off the ice in the lake.
Yeah.
How much ice is actually left?
Only about 30%. The other day was 33, so I'd have
to... It's going down.
Yeah, oh yeah. It was peaked around 95%, and it keeps on dropping. So Lake Erie's up to 33 degrees. So this ice will keep melting, and how long is this weather going to last? Well, we'll be in the 60s through Sunday. And then as we get into Monday, we're in the low 40s, and then we warm up yet again. So one day on our 7-day forecast, temperatures are kind of cool. 32 in Buffalo, 31 in Niagara Falls, 36 in Jamestown. Here's your forecast for today. Enjoy it. Low 30s now, mid 40s by 10 a.m. Near 70 this afternoon. A lot of stuff going on. Of course, you have the fish fries as well. And or maybe you just want to clean the garage out. Today's your day to do it. No, you don't want to do that? What if I can see it? Edward,
that's a Russell job.
Yeah. We've got a lot of stuff of yours.
Mark says going to cycle the new path on River Road. That's pretty cool.
I brought my bike upstairs, but I think I'm going to wait another day or two.
Okay, fair enough.
I want to. Yeah, I just, it was tiring bringing that bike up. So I think a lot of people will be enjoying the getting their bikes out. I know I can't wait to get out there.
Barbara's so funny. Congrats on the warm weather, the snowbird not taking the bait. I'll be back in Western New York in June.
See, Barbara, I know a lot of people ask me, is winter over? And I'm like, oh.
Great point. Lori's asking that same question.
Okay, well, it's not even officially over yet. Spring doesn't start till next week. And how many storms have we had to end March or go through April? And even in May, we've had some snow. So I'm not putting anything away just yet. I did bring the outside furniture out but I didn't put any of the cushions on anything.
Okay, fair enough.
I just was like, I need a place to put my bike, so I moved that stuff. But I don't think you're gonna be it's not officially over yet.
And Sue, are you in Western New York? Are you in Buffalo? Did we have any idea that you were coming back? Who knew? Okay, Sarah. This is a great question. Can you maybe go back to that radar page that you have where you can actually put some timing on the rain for tomorrow?
I don't have. I minimized it because of I could, if I'd have to get up.
Go for it.
Okay. I'll be right back, big guy.
Okay. In the meantime, Aaron is going to put together that.
It's the hour by
forecast.
hour.
Yeah, like with the rain. You know how you were showing us the rain?
Let me get that. 1 second.
Okay. So Sarah wanted to know if we want to take the kids to the zoo tomorrow for an hour or two, what would be the best time on Saturday? So Aaron's going to put that together for us. You ask, we answer. That's the best part. Now we understand why Aunt Sue is here. Grandma, we should point out, is just fine. Glad you both are here. Yeah, so it sounds like there was a little bit of a dramatic moment with Grandma the other day. She had a minor stroke. Everything is fine. She's okay. Is she out of the hospital yet, Lauren? Let us know. Give us an update. But last I heard, she was fine. Jeff Baker, your glowing personality. Yeah, and the moon. Yes, we're going to talk about that in just a second. Yeah, it already happened. Yeah, it was last night, overnight this morning. So if you woke up and you were seeing the moon, like yesterday, the moon was super bright. But this morning, it was dark and orange. Look at how cool this looked about 3 o'clock this morning. Our photographer was out there kind of getting the shots and the sights of this rare lunar eclipse. How cool is this? Really unbelievable. Look at that beautiful color. And yesterday, Josh was saying this happens only when the Earth, the sun, and the moon are in a perfect line, like in total alignment. It was really, really cool. I mean, this is zoomed out, you know, and what would ordinarily be a super bright white moon is dark. Here's a shot from Brenda this morning. I think this was from Abbott Road. And look at that. Gorgeous, gorgeous shot. And then Rubeles also sent us some other pictures. Those pictures were from his telescope as well. The one on the left is, I think, one of the coolest pictures I've seen. Isn't that awesome? I mean, to the extent that he brought out his telescope, number one. Number two, took these pictures and then sent them in to us. I mean, that is something that you don't always get to see. Nancy says it was awesome. Lori missed it. Nature is incredible. I know. Anita said, I set my alarm for 2:15, went outside, no moon visible, so I went back to bed and missed it. No. Diane missed it past my bedtime. Yeah, the stars were cool. Kim says, when I woke up at 4, it was red all around it. It was just beautiful. I know. It was so cool. Heather, glad you're with us. It was really cool to see, but it's going to be a long day at work. I know. Lori says, I saw Venus. Susan went outside to watch. Jeanette says it was cool. Yeah, it was awesome. Connie sent in pics too. Okay, so Connie, I don't know that I saw them, but we'd love to take a look at them. You know what's so funny? Katie would, if she were here, make the most inappropriate joke. And MB, I'm sure you're aware of this one too. I mean, Katie, your daughter, the most inappropriate person in the entire world, would say that wasn't the moon. That was Uranus.
Oh, yeah, that's totally Katie.
Yeah, that's something that Paul would say and something that would come out of my mouth, and, you know, naturally in the past it has. MB is Katie's mom, of course. She was texting with Katie while she was watching the eclipse, knew she'd be up at that time. Yeah, it was super, super cool.
Oh, yeah.
It was one of those things that I don't think we ever will have seen before.
No, you don't get to see that often, especially with that red shade in the, you know, middle of the night like that, with the skies being clear. So often we have stuff like that where the weather does not cooperate.
Yeah.
And this year it did, so that was really cool.
Nancy saying there were tons of stars out as well.
Yeah.
Crystal set her alarm for 2:30, but she was too tired from the party at the winery. Oh, okay, girl.
Yeah,
like, hey,
Crystal.
good for you. Get it.
Good job.
That's totally her father's joke. We love Bob. Don't pick on Katie. No, I truly miss Katie. Like, having her on the show on Friday was like, I think that's probably why I was crying, to be honest with you, because I was just so excited to see her.
I know, it's great. And little, I call him PJ.
I know, little Logan,
Paul Jr. So yeah, so PJ, you know, that little, he's just how quickly they grow. And he's such a cutie. So yeah, it's looking forward to having her back, obviously, but like been there. And as the mom, it's even more difficult. But when you've got a little baby at home like that, it's going to be when she's putting coffee into an IV into her arm.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go back to the forecast here
Sure.
because I want you to put some time in on it for the folks who wanted to go to the zoo tomorrow.
Okay.
I think it was Sarah who asked. So, Sarah, here's that forecast for you. You ask, we deliver.
Okay, so Sarah, there's the rain kind of approaching late tomorrow morning, early tomorrow afternoon. So if you're going, I think the zoo opens maybe at 10. Should be okay with that. But toward 11, 12, you're starting to see the clouds increase, the winds increase, and some rain coming through around 2, and then a break, and you're fine through around dinner time. And then more wet weather early Sunday morning, followed by another round of rain Sunday afternoon. And notice that showers and storms actually just to the east of Buffalo around 2 o'clock. So a little rain in downtown around 2 p.m., but the heavier rain moving off to the east, and then some drier air pushing in for late Sunday afternoon and Sunday evening. So what we want is the rain on Sunday to end before the parade starts at 2 p.m. It's going to be close.
And now if you go back to, can you go back to Saturday?
Can, Edward.
Okay.
Let me just do that. And then I got to do this button.
Because Nancy's saying the parade starts at 11.
Yeah, that's the one on Saturday.
So she, I think, is a little concerned about the timing of that rain.
Yeah, because the rain is approaching a little after 11 a.m.
Okay.
So, yeah, so you have the the parade on Saturday that starts at 11, and you're walking in, Anita? Cool. I would bring an umbrella. It never hurts to have one with you. We're being the upper 60s, mid to upper 60s. It'll be a little windy, so heads up on that. So maybe a rain jacket because you'll be battling the umbrella. But just want to give you a heads up on that.
And what time was that break, Aaron? Just so that Sarah has that information.
Here you go, Sarah. Let me hit the button.
Oh, perfect.
After around 2 or 3.
Okay.
So yeah, like you go to our WKBW app. It's got the radar. You can check it, and it'll be easy to see. There'll be different what we call waves of moisture moving through the area Saturday and Sunday. So it's not going to be a washout this weekend, but you will be dodging raindrops at times, both Saturday and Sunday.
Okay. The thing is that if you're not going to go downtown, you don't want to deal with the weather on Sunday in particular. We're going to be streaming that St. Patrick's Day parade on our WKBW app and our Facebook page, Twitter, and YouTube. So if you want to hear the sights and sounds of the downtown Buffalo St. Patrick's Day parade, then join us starting at 2 p.m. on our live stream. That's going to be super cool. Yesterday, we had bagpipers in.
Did you?
Yeah, it was so cool.
That is an instrument that fascinates me.
Yeah. Well,
it's an
me
amazing
too.
sound.
Yes.
And there's all these different buttons, kind of like an accordion. Like, how does one play it?
Okay, so I asked that very question because I have wondered the same exact thing. There's like a little recorder device, like how the kids play the recorder.
Oh yeah, yes.
Okay, so that creates a shrill sound. He said, and that like the hum.
Yeah.
So you get the hum going in the bag. They slap the bag a little bit, and then they've got these big sticks. I forget what he called them. But that helps create the sound, and they can change the notes with the little recorder device.
That's really cool.
It was so awesome. It was so cool. Yesterday was awesome is what Lori is saying. Oh, drones. Yes. Thank you, Aaron.
Drones on the show too?
That's what they're called. The little sticks.
Oh, okay.
But what I was saying was that, put together with drums and the bagpipes, it creates this beautiful sound. See the sticks on the end? Those are the drones.
Okay.
Awesome.
That is so neat. Yeah.
Heather says, I love seeing the Irish dancers. Miss the days my daughter danced.
72 events they have.
Right?
Today, tomorrow, and Sunday. It's amazing. And, they're up with a big smile on their faces this morning before probably everyone at school and everyone they know would be awake, and here they are dancing, and they're doing such a great job. And then like you said earlier, I've always thought this is their Super Bowl. They just have to just be on the go.
Yeah.
Today, tomorrow, and Sunday. By Sunday, after the big parade Sunday, they're probably like,
They need
put
a drink.
some ice on my feet. Yeah. Yes.
Anita says, how impressive are these guys' lungs? Right, because not only are they playing, but they're marching the entire time, and they're doing it all by memory.
Yeah.
They don't have notes or anything in front of them.
And as you saw from the video, it's windy. It seems
Yeah.
like it's always windy for the parade, but at least it'll be warm this year.
Do you remember that one St. Patrick's Day? It was literally the March that I got here. So it was probably 13 or 14 years ago at this point.
Okay.
It was like 75 degrees on St. Patrick's Day. It was beautiful and sunny outside. It was my first St. Patrick's Day here, and I had just come from Virginia, so I was like, this is awesome.
So you know when it was? It was the same time when Mario Williams from the Bills, it was that one stretch of March where we had temperatures from like 70 to like 80 degrees for, all these straight days. And they were trying to get Mario Williams to sign with the Bills, and the parade was then, and it was just like this incredible stretch of weather. So yeah, I do remember that one.
Irish eyes were smiling at that point, right?
Yeah.
Peter, I love the bagpipes. A friend of my dad's played the accordion. I want to learn to play the triangle and the tambourine. So funny. Yes, Stevie Nicks. We love Stevie Nicks here. They're all happy from that green beer. Crystal says the best marching bands there are. The Mackenzie Highlanders are amazing too, but they're Scottish. Interesting.
Remember they used to have a bagpipe play. I wonder if they still have it at the Bandits games.
Oh, really?
Yeah, one would come out at the beginning and kind of walk down the stairs. But I've been to a few Bandits games recently. I don't recall. I don't get there late because I love getting to the Bandits games early. I mean, they're so much fun. So, yeah.
What do you think about this? A messy, rainy spring, Aaron?
Well, I mean, it's going to be rainy Saturday and Sunday. So, yeah, spring, Anita, like especially if too many a lot of the dog paws. We're going to have the muddy paw alert quite often over the next couple of weeks as, the ground's getting softer and their dog has to get out there.
I'm dying at Marguerite's comment here. Marguerite, because do you know what we found out yesterday?
What did you find out yesterday, Edward? I'm scared to ask.
It wasn't me.
Really?
It wasn't me.
Who asked?
It was
Taylor?
It was Anita.
Oh, okay.
Anita wanted to know what goes on under the kilts. And the guy basically said he lets it all hang out.
Wow. I missed a classic second cup yesterday, didn't I?
And I'm free.
I was going to say, so he's just free on St. Patrick's Day,
huh? So, yes, Katie would be dying. It was one of those things that you never know.
Oh, Katie would be like, oh, Edward. Yes.
It wasn't.
You got me, Edward.
Anita, it was you. Don't lie, Anita.
all caps with the no. I don't know.
Who else was it then? That was so funny. Who? No, wasn't it? It was Anita, wasn't it? Didn't you ask Anita? Unless it was somebody else. Am I making this up? Am I being gaslit right now?
Oh, Edward, hilarious.
Somebody asked. And what he told us is basically that he's hanging free and loose.
So is this a person who's going to be playing like tomorrow and Sunday?
Yes.
Oh, neat.
It was Julie. I'm sorry, Anita. I'm so sorry. It was Julie who asked.
If I let the facts get in the way, Edward.
Sorry. It was Anita. It wasn't Anita. It was Anita tried deleting it. No, it was Julie. It was Julie, everyone. But you're right. Somebody said it was just shoes and socks. That's right, Marguerite.
That is hilarious.
Oh, right. It was Anita with the eggplant the other day, talking about Mac Hollins.
Man, I'm gone for a few days, and wow, it's
oh my God, because we were talking about how sad it was that Mac Hollins is leaving.
I know you like his abs,
and Mac Hollins and his abs.
And his arms are impressive.
He's just a really cool, interesting guy. And I said, I'll have to keep following it on Instagram.
Yeah.
And so Anita's like, yeah, I'll keep following him on Instagram also. And then she just lost her mind.
Oh, you two crazy kids. Yeah.
So funny. Anyway, it was a fun week. There's a lot going on. You have weather coming up in just a little while, so I don't want to have you miss that.
Yes, thank you.
But we're going to keep your microphone on, Aaron, and he's going to give us the forecast while he's on TV. So if you're watching Channel 7 and you're watching Second Cup, this is going to be one of those simulcast moments that we love to do. So just bear with us as I kind of stretch this out just a little bit. And Aaron gets ready for his comments on Channel 7. Anita says, yes, I own the Mac comment. I was making Aaron blush. Aaron can't deal with this kind of stuff, which is so funny. Like, I love to take the show off the rails. But it is what it is. I mean, we said it, we own it. It's here to stay. It's on the internet forever. Bad girl, Lori says, so funny. You guys are all hysterical. This is why I love the Cuppy community. I guess kind of briefly, what I wanted to find out from you, if you're coming down to Buffalo, or if you're coming down to the First Ward or downtown Buffalo for the parade, do you feel safe? Is there a safety concern when you are considering coming to downtown Buffalo? Because, we saw what happened on St. Louis with Mickey Harmon and Jordan Coletto, his partner. But then we just saw an arrest made at this house on St. Louis Place, which is directly across the street from where they were murdered. And the police are basically saying, okay, we're going to step up patrols. We're going to do this neighborhood patrol where they're walking the beat. And as a result of doing that, they just made an arrest on Wednesday. So I wonder if there's like a safety concern or a safety component to coming to downtown Buffalo. And does this put you in like a weird place? Because I've never felt weird walking around Buffalo. I've never felt unsafe. But I guess it's because I live here and I'm like, okay, like this looks familiar or this doesn't look familiar, so I'm going to stay away from it. I don't know. I wonder. Yeah, Anita says that guy was a violent vagrant, the guy who is accused of murder. Peter says, I do feel safe going downtown. Crystal says, I'm a Niagara County lifer. I love the city of Buffalo, but I don't get to go nearly as much as I'd like to. And Lauren says, I don't even feel safe outside of my neighborhood. Lori says, I do feel safe. Julie fears nothing except no parking spots. I know, that's really the worst part. But, here's my thought. We've been talking about this community policing for so long. When are we actually going to see it? I mean, this is the initiative that the interim mayor says that he wants to put in place. We now have a new police commissioner. So what's going to happen here? I guess time will tell. Let's join in with Aaron.
All right. Good morning, everyone. We're looking right now at the 190, still going southbound right past exit 19, where they're still dealing with the accidents that's blocking the right shoulder and right lane. And you have a backup for a couple of miles on Grand Island. That's the 190 going southbound. And that tractor trailer was involved with a couple of cars, and it has been a slow go on the 190 this morning going southbound over Grand Island. High pressure 2-hour east bringing us a good deal of sunshine. And now that the sun is up and shining brightly, temperatures will warm up and do so pretty quickly. Currently, our temperature is 32 degrees, winds out of the east at 6 miles per hour, 31 in Niagara Falls, 36 right now in Jamestown. Here's your hourly forecast for today. Mid-40s at 10 a.m., mid-60s by 2 o'clock, near 70 this afternoon. So mostly sunny and warmer today, winds light at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. So great day to be outside. Maybe do a little work around the yard, or perhaps take a jog, take a walk, take a bike ride. The weather's going to be very cooperative. On Saturday, things change. Here we go with a line of showers and thunder showers rolling through late Saturday morning through early Saturday afternoon. A break, and then more wet weather as we get into Sunday morning. A lull, and then showers and thunder showers as we head into early Sunday afternoon. So we'll have the rain off and on throughout the weekend. It won't be a washout, but it will be rather breezy for both Saturday and Sunday with winds gusting near 40 miles per hour. Your forecast for today, sunny and warmer with highs near 70. Tonight, overnight lows in the low 50s. Clouds and winds will increase tonight. Tomorrow, upper 60s, breezy with scattered showers and thunder showers, mid 60s on Sunday, low 40s on Monday, but back to near 60 on Tuesday, low 70s on Wednesday, near 60 on Thursday.
So I just want to read the last of the comments here, talking about the safety concerns in downtown Buffalo. Sherry says, creepy people hanging out on corners or under the viaduct is intimidating to me. Connie says, know where you are and stay off your phone. Julie says, I had to live with freaks all my life. I deal with it. Peter says, I think what makes it safe is my inner circle that I'm friends with. And yeah, absolutely, some are friends of mine as well. Anita says, stay aware. If you see something, say something. Adam, glad you're with us. I think it's less about feeling safe and more about being aware of your surroundings. Things can happen anywhere in any part of town. And isn't that the case? I don't want to, paint this broad picture of downtown Buffalo like it's unsafe. This was a freak thing, a random kind of one-off thing that happened. It's just so awful that it happened to be these two people. It would have been awful if it happened to anyone else too. But awful that it was these two in particular. Yeah, Mary Beth, just got to use common sense and be aware. That's all it is. Hey, thanks so much for being with us on this Friday. We'll see you right back here on Monday. Enjoy.